What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? We back. It's been a long time, but it's never the wrong time. And I'm here to let y'all know that I read another book. Getting my pages in. It's been about a month, but we've been busy. We still been up here doing stuff. It's just not every day can be dedicated to the channel, but we definitely working to make more product and more content. Like I said, it's a dream of mine to get 1,000 videos on this channel every day. I'm just striving to just do something different, read something different, and just be able to bring you guys content and share with you the knowledge that I've gained. Today we have a book that I bought a while ago. I actually read once before, but I had to refresh myself on it. And even though I have already read it, I have been living the free agent lifestyle. Title drop. That's what the book's name is, by Greg Adams. He also goes by Coach Greg Adams on his YouTube channel. Shouts out to you, Coach. Hardcore student, not only of the free agent lifestyle, but just of the game of life in general. And I am very proud to say that after reading the book twice, I realized that I have not only been living the free agent lifestyle for the last 10 to 12 years. I'm 31, so I've been living it probably since I was 18. That's when I had my last serious relationship. Really since then, over the last decade plus 2 years, it's really just been me focusing on this money, focusing on just different life experiences, traveling, going to college, soaking up the different experiences that life has to bring me without the hindrance of outside influences. For the most part, you can't really dodge everything in life. A lot of stuff you got to really put up with: family, friends, girlfriends, the police. There's a whole lot of stuff you got to put up with out here. You never know, bill collectors, all kind of stuff. So, apart from the obvious things that can set you back big time, which are unwanted children, bad relationships with females, if you swing that way, you know what I mean? Bad relationships with the same kind. We in that kind of era now. But anyways, to the facts, man, it's just the free agent lifestyle really is a guide to men's freedom and a guide to a clearer head, better sanity. Coach Greg Adams definitely wants to aim the book that he wrote towards men. For those that haven't ever seen the book, you go to his YouTube channel, Coach Greg Adams, or the Free Agent Lifestyle on his YouTube. You'll see him there too, man. Hell of a guy, man. Dude speaks the truth. He's like that uncle that you always wanted but never had. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, I could tell you, out of all the uncles I've had, I couldn't tell you that I really vibe with any of them too close. Like I said, I'm the cool uncle. You know what I mean? I'm the cool uncle that I wish I had. I'm the one that likes to go out and do things on a whim and spend money and go and see new places. And the free agent lifestyle just confirmed that I have been living my life to the fullest. And even though there's been a lot of areas in my life that could use improvement, still to this day, I've kept my options open. And that's one of the biggest things in the free agent lifestyle. Keep your options open. Stay available. Stay on the go. Stay ready to move, ready to make a move at any moment. That's what the free agent lifestyle, that's the main thing. When it tells you the tenets are pretty much just principles, guidelines, bullet points, the main idea. And when the first thing in his tenets, Greg Adams tells you to stay unchained like Django. Don't be getting bogged down. Don't be getting stuck, set back on things that don't matter. Focus on the things that are going to improve your life and change your life. You're not saying that you got to go out and be an astronaut. He's not saying you got to be working at NASA. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to discover the next cure for whatever weird STD they got coming out these days. You know what I'm talking about. You see the news. You be out here, talking to these females. For the ladies, I know you be talking to these males. Trust me, you need to do your research. It's wild out here, man. And not only is the dating market crazy, but as you'll read in the book, Coach Greg Adams went through a nasty divorce, which shout out to Big Unk. You know what I'm saying? He just won a settlement. I think he's in the process of winning a settlement with what he calls a baby mother terrorist. Man, big victory for the Coach gang. If you know, you know. And it's just good to see that he won that, but it also goes to show you that, as it's quoted in the book, never underestimate how much you can lose by getting in the wrong type of relationship. That is straight out of the book. I can't tell you what page, but trust me, if you read it, you'll be like, Nick said that, right? Stellar Being said that. That Stellar Cat was on one. So you got to watch out for not only the red flags, but for the hidden signs. You know what I mean? You got to really be discerning in relationships, and you really got to be discerning with your finances. And it's hard to avoid people. You're never going to avoid women. You're never going to avoid men. Trust me, I've tried. It doesn't work. You're going to end up bumping into somebody. You might as well just have a positive attitude and just be ready and get yourself ready mentally and emotionally and spiritually and financially for the inevitable. And that's what he calls Murphy's Law in the free agent lifestyle. Whatever wrong things that can happen wrong will happen. And you can't stop these things from happening. Like just the other day, like my car broke down. It needed a whole new starter motor. And I couldn't avoid that. It happened right after I got out the gym. I'm sitting here in the Walmart parking lot. And thank God it wasn't like today. Today it's 107 degrees outside. Could you imagine if my car would have broke down and it was 107? And my car wouldn't start? Dang, your car don't start. You ain't getting no AC. Your car don't start. You can't put, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot that can go wrong. But it happened. But guess what? I had good coverage. State Farm, shouts out. I have money in the bank account. Right? I had a phone with service on it, so I could download Uber right then and there. Don't get taxis. Taxis are a thing of the past. If you're still getting a taxi, you're probably getting a crackhead that's driving you. I'm just saying. Dude or shorty's probably messed up beyond repair. You know what I'm saying? I had to explain myself 3 times. I had to tell this dude on the taxi service, I had to tell the dude where my address was and where I needed to go. And you could just tell like he wasn't focused. He was like falling off track, and he was getting too much. She's putting too much personality into it. It's like I need to know how much the fee's gonna be, what the ETA is. You know what I mean? Uber all the way. A taxi ride these days is gonna cost you $20. You know what I'm saying? It costs you $5 just to get in the door. It cost me $6 for Uber, and the guy had a nice air-conditioned, clean vehicle. He was about his business, So that, off on a tangent, I'm back on the subject. But that's what I'm saying. The free agent lifestyle tells you to be ready for anything. You really need to be in a position and get yourself in a position to be able to handle the different curveballs that life's going to throw you. And that's going to come by being responsible for yourself and to look out for yourself. We can't be out here trying to be everybody's superhero, when our lives need a lot more attention. And there's a chapter in the book called Don't Box Yourself In. And I guess that's where I'm getting at, is pretty much don't box yourself in to any situation. Keep yourself available, not only in housing. Don't get yourself in a 20-30 year mortgage with a fixed rate. You know what I'm saying? Don't get yourself into a 6 or 8 year payment plan where you're spending $500-$600 a month, lowball on a car that is only going to get you from point A to point B, just to feel like you can flex. Don't be trying to, I got some diamonds, I got some nice stuff. But don't be trying to buy stuff to impress people if you ain't got it. don't live below your means. You know what I mean? The minimalist lifestyle is more important now than ever. People are living the RV life, I seen a motherfucker living in a Nissan Altima. That was the wildest stuff ever, dog. Excuse my language. Sometimes it's gonna pop out like that, but I haven't bought a new pair of shoes in like 2.5 years. Like, I get one present for myself for Christmas. I mean, if I'm gonna spend some money, it's gonna be spent on the whip. You know what I mean? I put some 10 on the whip, like $500. Like I said, all this stuff is like, I had the car for 4.5 years, 5 years. So it's like, it took me 4.5 years of having the whip before I even put 10 on it. You know what I mean? These are the things you need to space your life out. And you need to be having a savings account, getting your credit right. It's pretty much, this is a self-improvement book. The Free Agent Lifestyle is pretty much telling you that you need to keep improving, not necessarily to be perfect, but to give yourself something to focus on, because life is like a series of challenges. And, if you're bowing out and just ducking the smoke all the time, like, where's the fun in that? And it's not telling you to go out there and be a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's not telling you to go out there and put yourself in scenarios that are incapable of surmounting. You know what I'm saying? These are mountains. In this book, he's giving you mountains that you can climb. Go out and get hobbies. Go out and work out. Watch your health. Eat better. You know what I mean? And all these things, and people will say, oh, you trying too hard. Oh, you try hard. But I'll tell you what, man, life gonna make you try regardless. So you might as well try and do it to the best of your abilities, because it's gonna make you feel more whole inside. And, Coach Greg Adams, he went through some tough times, man. And even though, his then wife, took him to child support court and divorced him, and, this dude was going through it all, man. He was living out the back of his vehicle, and, he could have easily ended it all there, but, he chose to grind it out. And, like I said, he not the only one, man. It could be you. It could be you. You could be writing a book talking about how I might end up writing a book, because I've had to go through a lot of ups and downs in life. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of heartache that I could have saved, and I probably could be in a better position had I found this book 10 years ago. You know what I mean? I have kept myself free of weird relationships, strenuous relationships. I even had to cut my family off. I haven't talked to my family for a year, because it's that serious. It's that serious, getting to a point of sanity, especially when your family doesn't necessarily know how to communicate, and they're not really on a growth journey. You know what I mean? They're kind of cool with just being stagnant and, accepting what they can from certain situations as it is what it is. Nah, man. Nah, I'm too competitive, in my nature to just let shit slide. And, if I'm not living where I want to be, we all have a certain kind of echelon where we like, yeah, we doing it, yeah, we winning, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just felt like I was on a tangent. I was on a slope where, I could be going way, my trajectory could be flying, but I'm over here having to deal with, mom and dad, acting weird, and I got to deal with my sister acting, this type of way, and you know what I mean? And I got to deal with friends that don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You see how that, the wave, how it's never fluent, there's no steady growth. Man, ever since I had to drop the team, not saying that I'm never going to talk to them again, but sometimes you got to just drop people, man. You got to let them know, like, there's no way that I can get to where I need to get. I have to fast line, because if you give too much to certain relationships, it's going to deteriorate who you are. Especially if they're toxic relationships, especially if they're not giving anything back, if they're not reciprocating, if they're not even trying to improve on what they're trying to do. If people ain't about shit, you gotta leave them where they at, man. And when you get to where you need to get to, You can, you know what I'm saying? You can shout. You can hit them with the, hey, yo, you still good? That's what I'm on pretty much. I don't know if I'm going to talk to him in another year, in a couple months, but I'll tell you what, I'm on a way, way better timeline right now. And I'm not saying that, you know, that I'm happy that I had to drop them, because I wish I didn't. I wish somehow that I could incorporate them, but I feel like when I get to a certain position of success in my life and a certain level of understanding about who I am and where I need to be, you know, in down the road, you know, then I can incorporate them into my life. And, you know, but I moved away. I didn't box myself in, and I prioritized my life. And now, instead of living in Peoria, Illinois, you know, where it's the 8th worst place for Black people or people of color to live in, cities, as far as cities go, you know, I'm living in Omaha, Nebraska. And I'll tell you what, man, we upped our career, we upped our status, we upped our money. You know, we got credit cards. You know, we're doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? We're a year out from paying the whip off. You know, the crib is nice. You know, this is an upgrade. My other apartment didn't even have a fan. You see the fan up there? I didn't have a fan at the last. You see that dartboard? I didn't have a dartboard. I welded that at my job. You see, so it's a lot more opportunities out there. But if I would have had a kid or 2 kids, or you know, a girlfriend or somebody that was posted back in the P, I'd still be in Illinois trying to struggle to make $13, $14 an hour amidst the inflation crisis, amidst an economic downpour, amidst, you know, a shaky election year. You know, who knows where I'd be? You know, my neighbors wasn't the best. I'm not saying that the neighbors here are excellent, but I'll tell you what, they're a big improvement from my old neighbors. You know, so you just got to keep improving in life, and you need to understand that if you give yourself the attention and the care that you deserve, it's gonna show. You're gonna feel better. I'm here as living proof. Look, Muhammad Ali, look, that's how I'm feeling about life right now. I'm standing over defeat. I'm standing over my problems and my issues. I'm standing on fucking business. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at right now. And I want to thank Greg Adams for making this book and for letting brothers like me know, because we're in the minority, but he let brothers like me know, y'all are doing your thing. Don't let people make you feel like you're weird because you're a man that's single, and, you know, don't be gaslit. He talks about gaslighting and shaming language and things of that nature. And, you know, in this society, you know, to be different is to be an outcast. You know what I mean? And, you know, Coach Greg Adams on his YouTube channel, check out his YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm hollering, shouting him out because, you know, dude changed my life. You know, every piece of information, everybody that you meet and things that you view and absorb, it all has meaning in your life. It all has an effect on you. So very positive effect, and we're really in a great spot in life, and we're only getting better. I dropped a whole lot of bad habits. That's another thing in the book. You know, you need to be dropping bad habits. You know what I'm saying? Like heavy luggage. You know what I'm saying? Get off your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And just keep doing your thing, people. You know, from me, Stellar Being. You know, I gave myself the name Stellar Being because we stand out from the rest. You know what I'm saying? Stellar means to be a standout, to be exquisite, to be far off from the norm. You know what I mean? To be almost unrecognizable to the basic. You know what I mean? So as a stellar being, that's what we on, baby. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a payday. Every day is a great day. So it just, that's the mode, baby. That's what we in. And I just want to say, pick it up, man. Go on his channel and order it, or you can go on Amazon. I believe it was like $11, something like that. But it's an easy read, about 108 pages. Very simple, and he and I would say he uses language that you can relate to. He curses in the book and all that. A lot of books be kind of, I mean, it's PG. I mean, it's still PG to an extent. I mean, I'm watching Stranger Things and they be saying, the 9, 10-year-old kids be saying son of a bitch to grown adults. So, so he say a F-bomb here and there, and he say he say the, the word, it rhyme with gushy, you know what I'm saying? But it got a P on it, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, man, pick the book up, give it a read. I want to see you guys in a book, man. And not only is this we read this is motivation. I want to read a more serious book as far as literature goes. This is more for personal motivation, but something more, heavy on the literature side. I will say that this is peace, quiet, and freedom is something that every young man needs in his life. Trust me, we're bombarded with bad relationships and we get the dating apps. Avoid those. Those are a thing of the past. They've always been kind of a cringe thing, a weird eyesore. People say, oh, we met on a dating app. You automatically think y'all are losers. I mean, let's be real. Your meeting on an app is crazy. And if you bang after meeting on an app, you're even crazier. I mean, come on. You guys don't even know each other, anything at all. You know what I mean? You don't even know what each other looks like in real life. You're going off of pixel image. It's just crazy. Not to mention, we dropped like I said, man, bad habits like it was nothing, man. We dropped bad habits like it was a hot potato. So it's just, you got to make a choice in life, and I chose greatness.